Hello, my friends. Hope everybody's having a great day today. Today was definitely more choppy compared to yesterday, right? Yesterday was really hot. Today is more slower. And when it comes to small caps, it's always been like this for years. I said in yesterday's video, actually, if you watched the video, because it's been like that since I started, right? Sometimes it's really hot, sometimes it's really cold. So today, despite that, there was still solid runners. I think there was like three stocks, at least three of them that made really good moves up. An example would be All R, ALLR. This one I mentioned it right in the pre-market beginning time. It was the first move. I think it was around 126 area. I mentioned it to the team, and then it just ended up ripping face, like straight up. I ran over, I think, 120, 130% actually. It was crazy. So this was my favorite play today, and then the other play was HKPD. This one I mentioned it to the team when it wasn't really moving. I said that when it was just consolidating, right? I mentioned that it looked interesting, and then there was a couple people that banked really hard. The stock made a really big move up as well. So I said in the past that even if it's slow, I will still find runners every day. It's just that, it's more harder to trade, right? I also got chopped up on some names as well today. On some stocks, I got chopped up. Like, I took some L's today. But, that's part of the game. When it comes to trading, I keep it real as possible. So if you've been enjoying the videos, guys, I also share trade ideas on Stock Twist Twitter every day, from pre-market to after hours. And I also do the live stream for those that like it. I know a lot of people are liking the live stream. I got a lot of people talking, especially in the morning time. A lot of people having a good time. And today, I saw some people doing really good, actually. That really made me glad, seeing people banking. So today, again, I'm sharing stocks just to, not in any order, right? Not in any order. But first one will be UAVS. This one today actually had really nice price action. You could check yourself. This stock UAVS is a multi-day setup candidate. If you go to the hourly setup, you could go to the 1 hour chart, or even go to the daily chart. You could see that this is a definitely consolidating. It's starting to hold the key levels. This stock actually today had news. If you check the news, UAVS Colombian partner secure certification for EB vision training. So this stock had news on top of that. It had good volume. And if you check the other news for the stock, this stock actually, UAVS, was named Innovation of the Year at AG Tech Breakthrough Awards. So when it comes to the stock, I actually looked up kind of the fundamental angle as well. I saw some high price forecasts for this stock. It's in a really bullish sector. I'm pretty sure I made many videos in the past. I talked about how I'm really bullish on the drone sector. And UAVS actually designs and manufactures commercial drone platforms and imaging systems. So you really want to add this to your watch list. I know there's at least one or two people that own this stock that follow me. I remember I saw people commenting, telling me that they have this stock. So this stock made a good move today. So shout out to you if you own UAVS, right? So next stock would be ASST. And this one I mentioned it in the beginning. I mentioned it around dollar. It ended up ripping face over 1,000%, I think, right? And this stock, and after that movement, it started to pull back and then consolidate. And this was a perfect multi-day setup. I mentioned it to the team multiple times throughout the summertime, right? This was Asst Syta was one of my favorite multi-day setups. So this stock, basically what it is pretty much a social media marketing. And this is the angle: content delivery services such as TikTok and Discord. If you don't know TikTok, it's a very popular platform. I believe it has 1 billion or 2 billion people. It's crazy. The platform is very, very powerful. TikTok on online social media. So on top of that, what makes this stock interesting? This stock is actually, according to the online, it says that it's the first publicly traded Bitcoin treasury company. So I remember during that time, this stock made a really big move up because of that fact, the treasury, right? The Bitcoin treasury. And it started the whole movement when it comes to this treasury plays. So this includes a massive $750 million private investment for more Bitcoin accumulation. This stock, on top of that, it has a short squeeze angle. It has a high short interest, right? I believe so. This stock, you really want to keep an eye on it. I saw a couple people actually took advantage of the multi-day setup. I mentioned it 2 days ago, I believe, and today is up. It's up a good amount today. It says it's up 18% today. That's a solid move up. So shout out to you if you took that trade, right? Took the trade idea. So next stock would be ALT. This one alt. This one I mentioned it a couple times as well in the past. This is a swing multi-day setup potential. This stock 301 million market cap. If you look at this stock actually, fundamental wise, what's really interesting is that this stock actually consistently beat earning and sales estimate. This stock also is in the bio sector. If you remember what I said about small caps, right? Bio sector really hot when it comes to the themes and sector, right? Bio, IPO, reverse split, crypto, and Chinese, right? So ALT, this one very interesting. I'm seeing massive upside price analysts as well. This stock had top line results from the phase 2 impact trial and MASH. And this stock also, this drug achieved 59.1% MASH resolution. So this stock ALT looks really interesting. I've been mentioning this stock for like weeks now, but I'm keeping a close eye on this. And if you own this stock, let me know in the comments what other bullish factors are there, right? Because a lot of people like my bullish thesis when it comes to the small cap. Next stock is Syta, SYTA. This one, I made many videos on in the past as well. This stock actually, interestingly, has connection to Verizon. If you remember what I said in my previous videos, remember I talked about whenever a small cap has a connection to a large cap, such as Apple, Tesla, Amazon, Google, Verizon is another one. All right, it says that Syta's SD7 push to talk over cellular device earned Verizon frontline verified status. So this stock basically is in that realm, right? The connection of Verizon. So you really want to keep an eye on this stock. What that pretty much means is that essentially it improves their credibility, because when it comes to small cap, most of the time people don't really treat them seriously, right? On the same level as, let's say, Walmart or Disney, right? When you're talking about a random small cap, right? So on top of that, this stock actually is significantly reducing its net loss. So fundamentally wise, this stock is starting to, get more positive factors going for them, right? When it comes to that angle. On top of that, this is a very interesting factor about Syta. Syta is nearing completion of a $185 million merger with Core Gaming, expected to close soon. So this stock, with the merger, right? The merger potential would put Syta in a high growth AI gaming market. The potential projection is up to $963 million. That's crazy amount of money, guys. $963 million. So when it comes to AI gaming, I said in the past that I'm really bullish on AI as a whole. And it's pretty obvious that I think most people understand that AI is only going to get more and more powerful. It's going to get bigger, right? Especially as the years go by, 5-year, 10-year time period, you're seeing it yourself online as well. So I also mentioned stocks like BBAI, SON, SOUN, as well as many other stocks, right? So Syta, I'm also looking at this stock. I'm bullish on it, and I'm looking at this as a multi-day potential. I really want to see over $3 though. Right now, I think it's like $2.90. So Syta, ideally, you want to see those whole dollar levels hold, and more press releases to come out, right? Like, look at the 4-hour chart right now. It doesn't look bad at all. It looks pretty good. So next one will be PLTR. I was just talking about the AI, right? I was just talking about Syta, BBAI, SON, SOUN. Palantir, I'm really bullish on Palantir as well. This stock had very high market cap, 381.65 billion market cap. This stock this is crazy, $10 billion contract, 10-year, $10 billion contract with the U.S. Army, $795 million pact with the Department of Defense, over $1 billion in quarterly revenue. That's crazy, 48% year-over-year increase. And this stock on top of that has strong cash position, a nice cash position, commercial growth, $30 million ICE contract, showing the government connection, right? AI. This is a really, really bullish stock, and it makes sense, right? It makes sense because if you look at the data, this year, 2025, Palantir is the top performing stock in the S&P 500. Over 113% gain in the S&P 500. So Palantir just went nuts. The stock, I'm pretty sure, changed a lot of people's life. Palantir, and I'm very bullish on this stock as well. If you're have Palantir, you can let me know in the comments what other bullish factors are there. There's a lot more, but I don't want to make the video too long. And also, I'm mainly focused on small cap, right? I'm not really a large channel, let's talk about Apple, Tesla. I'm more of a small cap guy. So I'm just mentioning Palantir because I know a lot of people are really bullish on this as well. And it's a nice sector. So next one we got to talk about is Open. This stock, I said yesterday's video, right? I made many videos on Open since like $1, or it was very cheap. Right now, it hit almost $6. It's crazy. So the reason I'm talking about Open again, right? I don't want to repeat the points, but again, I said that the stock made a nice dip, and again, dips are getting eaten up on the stock. You could check yourself right now on the chart. I'm seeing massive, every time the stock starts to sell off, I see reclaims. This stock is an attractive price point in my opinion, and also it has that short squeeze angle as well, right? And looking at the stock right now, you can see yourself the extended time frame. It doesn't look bad at all. It looks really nice technical wise. Ideally, I really want to see over 5. That would be really strong, over $5 tomorrow, or not just tomorrow, but this week. Which I think it will. And again, everything I say in my videos or live stream or whatever is all financial. It's not financial advice. It's just entertainment. I don't want people thinking that I know everything. I get stuff wrong too at times, and I'm just trying to help people, right? Share my opinion. But yeah, like I said, this stock has potential to go over 5 and then hold, right? I really want to see over 5, but under that, it still looks like it's setting up. Looking at the macro long picture right now, looking at the 1 minute every day. So next one, last one for the video, GNS. This one today, I actually did watch most of the call. I think I watched like 80% of it. 90% of it, because this call was during the time when I'm most busiest. This is the morning time, right? When it comes to trading, I'm the most busiest in the morning time. I trade a lot, as well as I help a lot of people. They ask me a lot of questions. They ask me, not just on YouTube, but I'm also on many other platforms like Twitter. And so yeah, I was really busy. GNS, I was listening to the call. I was listening to Mr. Christian and the Roger Hamilton, right? And pretty much, in my opinion, correct me if I'm wrong, but I didn't really hear anything bad. I know that the stock GNS kind of sold off today. It wasn't really a massive crash. It didn't fall like 30%, but it definitely was not a pop, right? Definitely was a sell-off. But I was listening to the call, like 80% of it. I didn't hear anything bad, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. But what I got from the call, pretty much, in my opinion, is that the GNS, they need more time, right? They need more time to actually go through the process, and that's what my main summary is about that. And I think a lot of people, when it comes to small cap, when it comes to life in general, I think a lot of people don't have patience. And again, I'm not saying that it's a bad idea to sell this stock, because I know people probably did, because they're saying that they need more time, right? They need more like weeks or to go through the process. And this is what I was saying about GNS. I said in many videos, the past like 3 or 4 videos, I said that I think, in my opinion, they should focus on the AI education. If you remember what I said about Palantir, BBAI, SOUN, many more stocks, they ended up making really parabolic moves because of the AI theme, right? So I said many times that I think going for that naked short squeeze, that type of angle could cause a lot of people to view this, in a way that the price action is not really the best, right? Look at GameStop, look at AMC, look at costs, right? So that was just my opinion, and I'm not saying that the stock's gonna go down. I'm just saying that, based on the price action, it's been really, not optimal. But That being said, I think when it comes to this stock, I think that there will definitely be good opportunities to possibly snag, like get those dips, right? When the stock starts to, people panic. Because when it comes to stock, I remember Warren Buffett, he said that when there's, I forgot the exact quote, but it was something about how to the red, right? Take advantage of the red, right? So I think GNS stock, unfortunately, will take time. And I said that in my previous videos too. If you watch, you could clearly see that I said that GNS could have that movement where, could have that time where it sells off. And that's exactly what happened, right? A lot of people had like a stop loss rate type of situation. So I think for this stock, we really need to see more buybacks, guys. We really need, if you're watching this, we really need to see more buybacks, like IXHL. I just talked about that. This week, this month, you could check, I talked about IXHL, and then that stock ended up ripping 40%. You could check after my video. They released, the company released buyback, like positive news. The GNS needs a lot more of those, guys, in my opinion. And you could see the stock go towards that 150 level, but there's nothing I can really do in my, I'm not in control of this company or what they're doing, right? So that's just my opinion. So to sum it up, we need more buyback, we need more AI edge, no naked short type of thing. Because this is the thing, if you just go naked short angle, if you just go for the lawsuit angle, then what happens if that doesn't meet the expectations of people, or never goes through? I'm not saying that that's a bad angle, but I hope people understand what I'm saying, right? I'm just trying to help out. So I hope everybody enjoyed the video, guys. And I know that today was definitely choppy, and I said that myself also. I've been doing stock like 7 years, guys. I've been doing this a long time. It's not just like 2 months. Or I also got burned on some stocks today. I'm not even kidding. So yeah, tomorrow's gonna be a lot better, and let's try to do great this month, guys. There's still a lot of time left. I think it's like 5 days left. So Stock Catcher signing out, and I appreciate you if you watched the full video, guys. You know who you are, and I appreciate you guys. So good night. It's Stock Catcher signing out.